5 years from a dead zero stop. We have 10 lawyers now. We haven't lost anyone except for a person that we fired. And so to me, that means my model, either I'm screwing myself by paying too much or my model is working well. So we choose to believe that the model is working well.
What type of mindset do they have to get into to be able to start executing? Like what were some of the changes you saw with him?
Some of it is just having a little faith, right? And I think when they see me or they see somebody that they can model, then that gives them the faith, right? I think Chris was doing the same thing. And you look at people and like, if this moron can do it, I can certainly do it. And so, there's this quote by Martin Luther King where he says, it is not necessary to see the entire staircase. Just take the first step in faith.
Nice.
And I love that. And so that's what I see. That first they see that it can be done. And then secondly, you just mitigate downside risk. I mean, when you add more attorneys, I do a break-even analysis. How many hours do they have to bill to pay their salary? And it's so minimal.
Yeah.
So the whole difference, I see fantastic lawyers that are like a one-dude shop, two-dude shop, and they just, for 30 years, they say, I really should hire some more associates, and they never do. So mostly it's just will. It's like a sense of will to grow, and that's the difference.
I think you changed the game a little bit in Omaha, and I'm serious because when you, just 2017, when you opened the firm, I mean, I think there's kind of like a pompous environment of attorneys, like, I'm not going to advertise. I'm not going to think about social media. Like I'm just.
Where did you go to school?
Yeah, I'm going to ride the coattail of I'm an attorney, and just seeing how forward-thinking you were has changed the game. It's hilarious now because a lot of firms in Omaha are now doing what clearly you were the first one to do. I'm serious. And then I think another thing that's great about this is you're so transparent with your employees. I think that was the biggest thing for me when I left that other firm. I had some of the same accolades that, Dave, that you were talking about as far as being high up along the, I got second overall in the whole country or whatever, and I got like a $10,000 bonus. Yeah. And I'm like, that was the hardest year of my life. Like, what's going on here? And I'll never forget one of the first few weeks that I was with you, Dave, you were just like, talking to everybody on the team. Here's the money we make. Of course, you're not talking about the exact amount that goes in your pocket, but here's the money you make. If we just do this, we'll make this much more money. You already know how much you're going to make. It's this percentage of how much you bill. Like that transparency with your employees is huge if you want to continue to surround yourself with people who are going to succeed. Because if you're always in the dark about what the hell's going to be next, then you hit a brick wall pretty quickly.
I'm a huge fan of just incentivizing performance. So we incentivize almost everything. And that is something that has really paid off for us. So, if you bill a certain target, you know how much money you're going to get, and we're happy to share. And it's not bullshit. It's like when the rising tide raises all boats. I really believe that.
Yeah.
And so in Nebraska, we've only been open for five years from a dead zero stop. We have 10 lawyers now, and we haven't lost anyone except for a person that we fired. And so to me, that means my model, either I'm screwing myself by paying too much or my model is working well. So we choose to believe that the model is working well.